Hey guys, Monochrome here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Genuinely good to have you. Today we're taking a look at the SOG Field Knife. That's right, that's the name of it. Just SOG Field Knife. This is a budget knife in SOG's lineup. Obviously it's a fixed blade, and it's quite a good one, actually. So here it is. Let's take a closer look. You get a injection molded hard plastic sheath. Now, this is not basic plastic, but it's not Kydex either. SOG has a name for it, which I don't remember right now. I will say this, though. This is a better quality plastic polymer sheath than just ordinary plastic, and it comes very close, almost unnoticeable, same quality as Kydex, very close. Here you have lashing holes, which are, well, the circular ones are grommeted, and you have this cutout notch for cutting paracord. Works very well, and the best part is it's never happened that I'm carrying this in a pack and the pack material slips inside here and gets cut. Never happened, never. So this is very well designed. On the back, we have a fixed integral molded clip. Now, the retention on this clip might not look too strong, but it is quite strong. How strong? Well, if your pack has moly webbing on the outside and you clip this to the webbing, good luck unclipping it. Yeah, you're going to have to put in quite a bit of effort to unclip it. So that's a good thing, and that is an option. The best part is because this clip sits lower instead of higher up, that means that when you clip it to the outside of the moly on your pack, it's not going to be dragging near the bottom. It sits higher up, which to me, definitely a good thing. So very nice sheath. Tasteful SOG logo right there. How's the retention? Quite good without being ridiculously stiff. This thing, no rattles. Nice, tight fit. And in order to pull the knife out, you just wrap your hand around the grip normally, and you just push off with your thumb here, and it comes out. Blade length, 4 inches. As usual, guys, there will be some specs in the description box below, so be sure to check that out when the video is over. This particular variation that I have of the SOG Field Knife has a rubberized OD green handle and a, well, stone-washed blackened blade with the SOG logo in white. There is another variation that seems to be more popular, one where you get a black rubberized handle and a satin polished blade. This is the one I have. Let's take a look at the handle. Large SOG logo, rubberized You do get a lanyard hole. Back here, now that's not a skull crusher, but you do get a nice pommel for breaking apart nuts, sometimes useful in the field, or if you have tinder and you want to break it apart because it's particularly dry and brittle, yep, you can use that. Very handy. It's a bit sharp, but not too sharp. Yeah, you won't cut yourself on here. Rather large lanyard hole, useful for some. The back, just rubber. On the bottom, you do have these excellent deep grooves here and here near the back. Good, solid grip. Absolutely solid, as you can see. Keep in mind, I do wear large size gloves, and this feels like it's a custom fit in my hand. I absolutely love this. You have jimping right here. Your thumb just naturally falls in there, and it's not going to move. It's sharp, not too sharp. Sharper than back here, but again, not too sharp. And just absolutely excellent for putting your thumb right there. With a blade right around 4 inches, this falls into the companion knife class, even though SOG calls it a field knife. For some, it's going to be a good size. For others, with only a 4-inch blade, it's going to come up a little short, but it depends on your personal preference. Quite frankly, I would classify this as a companion knife, and this is a budget knife, so blade steel 7 CR MOV. 7. I would have preferred 8, but considering SOG has certain models made from 5 CRMOV, 7, not too bad. Generally, their 7 CR MOV blades are well heat treated. But again, budget knife, budget steel. Keep your expectations realistic, guys. I will say one more thing about this handle. These grooves here, well, I'll say a couple more things about the handle. These grooves here are mostly for show. There is a bit of traction, but that's mostly for aesthetics. Now, this knife is actually full tang. Obviously, you can't see it up here or down here, but yeah, this thing goes all the way through to the back. This is a full tang knife, just not the type of full tang where you have one long continuous piece of steel and then 2 handle slabs screwed onto the sides. So it's not that type of full tang, but technically this is a full tang knife because, once again, steel starts here, goes all the way into the handle and out the back. It's that type of full tang. And as far as the rubber that SOG uses on their field knife, yeah, some of you guys who are old school, yeah, SOG used to put the hard in hard rubber. I mean, seriously, practically no give to their rubberized handles, so ridiculously hard. But yeah, they've softened, literally. This rubberized handle is definitely softer. It's still hard rubber, but it is definitely a bit softer than what you used to get back in the day with SOG. I'm talking like 20 years ago. Definitely. A bit softer, a lot more comfortable in the hand. I mean, this is fantastic. For a budget knife that costs right around $40 on average, $40, this handle is just fantastic. Obviously, if you have significantly larger sized hands than I do, it probably won't be that comfortable because of this and back here. But yeah, if you wear large size gloves like I do, this handle is one of the best I have literally ever used. And keep in mind, I collect knives. I've got easily hundreds, if not thousands of knives. The SOG Field Knife, literally the most comfortable handle out of all of them. On a budget knife, that is just fantastic. I love the handle on this thing. One thing I don't love, not sure if you guys can see that. Yeah. The blade does have an ever so slight recurve, and I just don't understand that. I know that most people love recurve blades. I'm not one of them because I use my knives, and I don't like having a recurve because even though I know how to sharpen a recurve blade, you need a sharpening rod, not a sharpening stone. Still, for me, using a flat stone is just a lot easier. So I can sharpen a recurve blade. I just really don't want to. I'll be honest with you guys. It takes longer. It's a pain in my backside. I can do it, but I really don't want to. And on something like this, I just don't understand putting in an ever so slight recurve. It's ever so slight. So you're not really giving the end user any real benefit by making the recurve ever so slight. No real benefit. But you are making the blade just a little bit more of a pain in the neck to sharpen. So that's one thing I don't like. Overall, I do like the blade shape. Could have done without the ever so slight recurve. Just makes no sense to me. None. And as you can see from the spine of the blade, it gradually tapers down to a point. So you do get a nice, somewhat thick point. Very useful out in the woods. And, you know, the other version that has a satin finish blade, I think that's going to be a lot more useful for hikers, campers, that sort of thing. Because something with a blackened blade, that's not really something you want to use for food prep. So honestly, even though I have the version with the OD green rubberized handle and the blackened blade, I think it would be a good idea if most folks took a serious look at the black rubberized handle satin finish blade version instead of this one. Because with that one, you can use it for food prep. With this one, it's better off for all those other camping, hiking, wilderness backpacking chores. But yeah, you don't want to use a blackened blade for food prep. Just not a good idea overall. Thankfully, since this thing only costs $40, if I really wanted to, I could easily afford another SOG Field Knife. Black handle, satin finished version. But this one is quite good too. And once again, love that handle. Oh my goodness. The most comfortable handle I have literally ever encountered on any knife I've owned. Once again, out of hundreds, quite possibly thousands of knives. Yeah, it's been a while since I counted, guys. But yeah, this is just an absolutely fantastic companion knife. And like I said, I like my main wilderness knives to be made out of carbon steel, but I do like my companion knives made out of stainless steel. And this is definitely in that companion knife range. Compared to a Mora, you're getting full Tang. You're getting a good price. I don't think that ever slight recurve should dissuade folks from buying this knife if they want it. This is just a very good, solid, reliable, companion-sized knife for wilderness use in the great outdoors. Just absolutely fantastic with an absolutely amazing grip. As you can see there. Again, if your hand size is significantly bigger than mine, I doubt it'll be all that comfortable for you. But yeah, overall, this not only gets a recommendation from me, I mean, this gets a huge recommendation from me. Absolutely huge. This is literally one of the best budget knives you can buy out there. I mean, in this day and age, $40, considering what you're getting, that's a bargain. Is it a huge bargain? No, but it's still a significant bargain. I mean, all this for $40? Absolutely fantastic. All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please continue to stay safe out there. Unfortunately, it's still dangerous. Unfortunately. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.